have black-throated monitor lizards, and as you know, they are actually venomous. It's been confirmed by scientists discovered that if you've seen Komodo dragons, you're like, oh, it's bacteria and saliva in its mouth that's actually killing their prey, making their prey go down. In fact, that is not true. They may have bacteria in their mouth that is killing their prey, but monitor lizards have venom. Particularly these monitor lizards, black-throated monitors, they do have venom. So they technically are the first venomous animal Fasttrop has had. Now, our boar here has just eaten a lizard. Now I'm going to proceed to dropping Dubia roaches inside the enclosure. And now one of the reasons why you drop the Dubias and other insects is because they are strict carnivores, but insects is full of protein. Now where is that lizard? Let's see. They're both tongue fed. There goes Deandre eating. Very active. Very hungry. Now, something we've discovered recently is Deandre was down. He wasn't feeling well. He was kind of sick for a couple of days, and I was trying to figure out what was going on. He was vomiting. He wasn't active. He was lethargic. Now, what we discovered is that, in fact, we have a giant water dish that you see right here. But it took too long to notice. I rarely see any of the monitor lizards actually drinking from the water dish. To be quite honest with you, most of the time they may just take a crap inside the water dish. I never really see them drink from it. And I noticed if I spray down the tank, they will open up and start drinking the water. Drinking off the sides of the rocks, drinking off the sides of the log, and then I started noticing Deandre must be dehydrated. You see he's so active right now, he's running around. I believe that my lizards were dehydrated mainly because they don't, in the actual environment, they don't actually eat and drink from standing water. They consider it dangerous, which makes sense. Humans really don't like drinking from standing water. We like drinking from running water. They operate under the same principles. See, I'm trying to catch this Dubia. You can see the tongue chained, so I can feed him from tongs and not have to worry about anything happening. What I like to do. The file. Just drop a couple in here. Nothing crazy. So, giving them options. As you can see, Deandre is shedding right now. Now, I have a distinct love for Dubia roaches instead of crickets. One of the main reasons is Dubias are slightly healthier. They stink a whole lot less. They cannot jump. They cannot fly. They cannot climb smooth surfaces, so they can have a hard time climbing this plexiglass. They can't climb this PVC. Crickets can climb all of the above and jump. And generally when I get crickets, you will find a bunch of them escaping. I've always had a problem with crickets escaping. I've never had a single Dubia escape. It's always been user error for Dubias. Now, other things that these monitors eat are just dumping them just to clean them. Pinkies. Date pinkies. These are pinky rats. You keep them there. And well, these technically are pinky mice. Yeah. You probably see a bar. Hit on. Oh, there goes Deandre. There goes Deandre. Here we go. Smelling it.
Whoa.
You see, very much carnivores. Smelt everything else, decided not to eat the, we'll have to change this water, just so y'all know. Decided not to eat anything else. And as you can see, we can actually get a boar to come out for the closure. Start climbing. You don't want to come out? Okay, let's drop it. There goes a boar eating. Now, due to the feeding problems I've had with Deandre not eating, I'm going to water down the tank. Now, although they are venomous, they aren't like Gila monsters. You don't have to worry about, oh, if I get bit, I'm going to die or anything like that. It's not like a king cobra. It's venomous like if you had a pet bee or even if you have pet cats. Cats aren't venomous at all. But if they do bite you and pierce your skin, you can get an infection and will have to go to the hospital. Much like if you get bit by a dog or most animals. Their venom isn't dangerous, and as you can see right now, these are babies. I can feed them from tongs. They're not afraid of me. I'm talking in front of them. Hey, more. Hey, Deandre. They actually calm down when I talk to them. They don't run around. You see a lot of monitor lizards. They're skittish. They just like to ooh, dip dodge, dip dodge, dip dodge. But these are chill. Pretty monitors. And black throats are known to be notoriously chill. They grow to about 6 to 7 feet if they're a male. They're sexually dimorphic, so males are always bigger and females are slightly smaller. We actually had the name, we thought Bora was bigger. She might be our first transgender reptile, being that we're actually starting to suspect that Bora is actually a male and Deandre is actually a female. Actually, so we have 2 transgender reptiles. So we'll deal with their pronouns later. They currently haven't spoken to us, and when we get them sexed, then we'll figure out, okay, what pronouns are we going to call them? Their names aren't changing. These are just going to be names for both of them. Now, we'll go through this. I'm going to soak down the tank and then show you what I mean by actually filling the tank up with water. And when I say soak down the tank, I do literally mean dousing this tank with water. Excuse me. Deandre went back. Deandre is not as approachable as a boar. A boar will walk into my hand if she wants some food. Deandre is not there. If a boar wants to investigate something, she will. Now, a boar isn't the type yet to walk into my hand simply because she feels like it. But she will walk into my hand. Now, with these, well, I like these water sprays, you can just set it and automatically start pumping. Also a tank of water. So in real life, they like to drink water off the rocks, most likely because it's probably cleaner that way. I mean, humans use coal to filter their water. This is a lengthy procedure. So this serves two functions. Actually, they start drinking. And then the second function, which is the first, and the second function, it greatly increases humidity within the tank. I have several bulbs in here which are useful for keeping the heat up, but make the tank a very dry environment.
What kind of habitat do they normally stay in?
So, in their native habitats, they live in Tanzania, although you can find them all the way, ranging all the way up to Somalia. I mean, online, normally they say they just live in Tanzania, which is artificial man-made borders, and they're lizards. They can cross these borders. So, in reality, they have most commonly you'll find them in native Tanzania, which is Southeast Africa. However, you can find them all the way up to the Horn, up in Somalia area. So, and they have been found throughout there. And there's three different subspecies, three different species of them. This is a subspecies of the rock Cape monitor, which you find in like Southern Africa, like South Africa, and the cousin of the white-throat monitor. The black-throat monitors actually get substantially bigger than the white-throat monitors. Currently being at the main way they're brought to the United States is through imports originally. Tanzania recently, actually it's been almost a decade, has barred entry of black-throat monitors and pretty much all wildlife coming from the country. If for these particular monitors, these are U.S. captive-born, captive-bred monitors. Not nerds. They don't actually, to my knowledge, they don't have black-throat monitors breeding program, but these were bred within the United States, and these were one of two of the few that they had. Now, other people, if you see a lot of people have gotten black-throat monitors recently. Some have been from a clutch that was captive-born, captive-bred. Others have been from an import. Like there was a great import that was brought in from, they were captive born, but it was really, they were wild caught who had babies, and then those babies were imported here, which is still a problem. I generally do not like getting animals that imported. Let's just leave these all moving. What's it called? But yeah, we have these, if you want to get your own, and you live in the U.S., please get it from a local breeder. If you don't live in the U.S., I don't know what to tell you. If you live in Tanzania, I'm pretty sure there are breeders there because they live there. But interesting thing to note is if you think about it, different animals that are considered exotic to different people. To us as Americans, you probably don't think of a raccoon as exotic. You probably think of it as a pest because you can see them everywhere. For other people, like when I was in South Korea, they love raccoons. They have cafe shops where you can go get some coffee and you can play with a raccoon. And you'd think it'd be expensive. It costs $10 US. And it's 10, I think one is their currency there. And it's not that expensive for the South Koreans either. Actually, their currency is pretty much comparable to the US dollar. Yeah, so for us, these blackthroats are exotic, cool animals. I've never been to Tanzania, but maybe to them they are regular annoying lizards that they see running around sometimes, much like our raccoons are. But you know, just perspective.
Do they eat spiders as well?
To my knowledge, they can. I don't know if it's actually a part of their diet.
Oh.